Welcome back to WandaVision Mondays with a spoiler review of Episode 3, Now in Color. This episode involves Wanda and Vision dealing with a pregnancy. It causes her powers to go a little bit haywire. You know, like bringing a stork alive, or rain coming down the house when her water breaks, which I think is a hilarious joke that they did in this episode. Just kind of a hilarious scene. You see paintings spin all around. It's just really, they really do show how crazy her powers can get. Now, this episode, I thought was pretty decent. I really enjoyed it. You know, I thought it was very hilarious, that sitcom part of this episode with them dealing with the pregnancy and all that's happening because of her powers. I really thought that was hilarious. But I think the best part of this episode was the end. That's when this episode really went off the rails, and I really enjoyed it. My favorite scenes in this episode was when Geraldine showed up, and Wanda was trying to hide her pregnancy, but also that there's a stork that came alive. It was hilarious how much she was trying to hide it, and it was just a hilarious scene. Paul Bettany and Elizabeth Olsen did another amazing performance in this episode. I really enjoyed. They really fit into these roles very well. Now, the theme song this week was pretty cool. I really enjoyed this theme song. Felt very Brady Bunch-like, which I thought was really cool. And I will also say, the set design in this episode was spot on. The set really did feel like an authentic 70s sitcom set, which they just keep nailing this authentic feel to these sitcoms, which I really like. So now, the big part of this episode. The big part is when they birthed the twins, because pregnancy was basically an expedited pregnancy. She went from 4 months to 6 months, to then 9 months, just like that. But when she said she had a she said one key word, I had a twin. Pietro, who died in Age of Ultron. And right then, Geraldine kind of slipped out of this sitcom world and said, he died by Ultron. And boy, when I heard that, I'm like, oh no, this is going to be good. This is going to be an amazing scene, isn't it? But that's when you see just the performance on Elizabeth Olsen just turns in the scene. It's so powerful. And then she basically just kicks her out of the sitcom world, and you see her gliding through this kind of staticky wall of this town right into the real world. I'll be very interested to see where it heads. But that's not the only additional clues that we got to what's going on. When Vision was letting the doctor go on his way after bringing him there, he said, small towns, you can't escape. And then he noticed his neighbors talking. And Herb was trying to say something. We're here. He's trying to say something to Vision. But Agnes just kind of said, stop it. We've heard that before. But yeah, what's going on? You know, that's how the episode ends, is just Vision, coming in and asking where Geraldine is. So this week felt really 70s-like with Hydra Soak, so I know there's probably a lot of clues into these in this, and it'll be interesting to see what future commercials give hints to. But a really decent episode that I think really blended the sitcom feel that they were going for, but also add a lot more of the kind of MCU mystery that's kind of brewing at the surface. It'll be very interesting because you kind of saw earlier in this episode, when Vision was kind of starting questioning it, a blip happened. And then he went back and reverted to the sitcom kind of person. So you see something's going on, but it was not a rewind like last week's episode. So yeah, there's something going on there. But definitely Wanda is definitely that was a what's going on with Wanda. I really enjoyed episode 3. I'm really fascinated to see where it heads to in the next few episodes and where this mystery how this mystery concludes. I'm really excited for that. Tell me your thoughts on this episode in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.